So thank you so much for the felicitations and महाराष्ट्र साइबर और मेरा रिश्ता बहुत टाइम से चलता आ रहा है।
देखिए रील्स की बात है।
Seen heightened saffron activity across platforms like Twitter and Instagram.
हमने अश्लीलता के भी कुछ नियम तैयार किए हैं।
Probably the undisputed king of reels is Samir Raina.
I'd rather be called a martyr than to be seen as a helpless, asahai citizen.
Raina himself says, "You only fight when the fight is fair."
शर्म नहीं आती है आप लोगों को?
Yeah, it's a brilliant thing and आज पहली बार हुआ है कि साइबर सेल का ऑफिसर एक कमेडियन के घर गया सुबह, उसे घर से उठाया और इस बार फेलिसिटेशन हुआ है। So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. So thank you so much for the felicitations and महाराष्ट्र साइबर और मेरा रिश्ता बहुत टाइम से चलता आ रहा है।
Would you rather reach out to the youth protesting against the state of public schools or turn up a social media campaign meant to target the so-called Gen Z? By the way, if you're living under the rock, that is Samir Raina, probably India's biggest stand-up comic today. And he's speaking to Devendra Fadnavis, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra and one of BJP's most popular faces. Well, it comes almost a year after Raina, a Kashmiri Pandit, was hounded by our Indian law enforcement agencies for allegedly crass content peddled on his show India's Got Latent.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अभिव्यक्ति इसकी भी कोई मर्यादाएं है। हमारे समाज में हमने अश्लीलता के भी कुछ नियम तैयार किए हैं।
Samir Raina was dragged to court. His plight got many to empathize with him. He had to delete all his videos of the massive popular YouTube show built by him. Civil society groups asked, how much should a joke cost? Amid police station appearances and court summons, Raina went incognito. Then months later, he announced his return with a stand-up special. The YouTube video that premiered on 7th April 2026 has over 72 million views. In the clearly popular stand-up, Raina himself says, "You only fight when the fight is fair, when you have a chance of winning. When the fight is not fair, you walk away." On 25th July, India's youth under the banner of Cockroach Janata Party, supported by groups like ISA and Bhim Army, managed to get the resignation of the Union Education Minister. Abhijit Dipke's movement began in India's capital. Then after days of peaceful protest, students marched towards Parliament on 20th July. The protests were brutally dealt with. Lathi charges and tear gas grenades were liberally deployed by the enforcers. Alleged use of pellet guns brought even the leader of opposition to the dharna site. And right after Jantar Mantar's night of horror, protests erupted across parts of India. Well, one of those places was Mumbai, India and Maharashtra's financial capital. In an era of social media heroes, a protester went viral for one brave act. When a masked Rhea Ahir held up her hand to stop a police van filled with detained protesters. She probably had no idea that what would follow. The trolling began, but with it came support from across India.
Were you also thinking of repercussions that perhaps you will be asked to move, that something might go south? Were you also worried?
I would be lying if I say I wasn't. Just a little bit but I was ready for it. I'd rather be called a martyr than to be seen as a helpless, asahai citizen.
Here it must be noted that Cockroach Janata Party's movement began on social media itself. Abhijit Dipke turned satire into a movement of reckoning for many. And days after, the CJP actually managed to get Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. The BJP went through a rare but massive reshuffle. Amit Malviya, the famous commander of BJP's social media campaigns, was replaced by a relatively low-profile Deepak Mahaske in mid-August. Since then, Indian social media users with a political algorithm must have seen heightened saffron activity across platforms like Twitter and Instagram.
प्रायोरिटीज भारतीय जनता पार्टी की बिल्कुल स्पष्ट रहती है कि जनता की सेवा के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी को चुनाव जीतना है और प्रण प्राण से सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से हम और हमारी पूरी टीम इसमें काम
कैटर करने के लिए क्या प्लान्स करेंगे?
देखिए रील्स की बात है, लोगों को सोशल मीडिया से वो वैसे ही जुड़े हुए हैं, तो उनके माध्यम में हम वहां तक पहुंचे, ये हमारी प्राथमिकता रहेगी।
Once again, Indian social media users would relate. Probably the undisputed king of reels is Samir Raina. His content is magnified and disseminated by platforms not even linked to him. His jokes and jibes go viral in a heartbeat. Meanwhile, the Cockroach Janata Party has gone to ruffle feathers with its school cheat Karo Andolan. Amid this, a Supreme Court judge from Maharashtra visited his former school in Nashik. Justice Prasanna Varale's pointed remarks on the state of Marathi medium schools sparked a debate even as Abhijit Dipke and his team visits public schools across India. The judge referred to claims made by Devendra Fadnavis on the government's 32,000 crore spending on the Kumbh Mela in Nashik. Varale made it clear he wasn't against the Kumbh, but noted that if just 0.01% of the 22,000 crore was spent on education, 100 or so Marathi schools could have been prevented from shutting down.
कोई तो है, आशा का किरण जब ऐसे दिखता है ना, तो लगता है इस देश में संवेदना अभी भी बाकी है, इस देश में न्यायिक भूमिका अभी भी बाकी है। अभी तो जैन जी ने तो शुरू कर ही दिया है, तो ये जो उन्होंने कहा वो सच्चाई है ना। हम भी धार्मिक है भैया, लेकिन हम धर्मांध नहीं है। ऐसे लोग वहां बैठे, शिक्षा और स्वास्थ्य ये सबसे बड़ी प्रायोरिटी होनी चाहिए। तो दोनों चीजों में आप देखिए, आज भी आप ही बताते हो कि बच्चे स्कूल में कैसे जा रहे हैं, नदी पार कैसे कर रहे हैं, पुल नहीं है फिर भी कैसे जंप मार के जा रहे हैं, कहाँ तो नाव में जा रहे हैं, कहाँ टीचर एक ही है। अरे डिजिटल इंडिया की बात करते रहते हैं, रोमांटिसिज्म। वहां बिजली नहीं है, तुम्हारा नेटवर्क कहाँ है, काय का डिजिटल इंडिया करते हो। एक टीचर 4 क्लास को, आज भी खबर आई है, एक टीचर 4 क्लास को पढ़ाता है। शर्म नहीं आती है आप लोगों को।
Cockroaches are coming back. Modi Sarkar has committed a Vishwasghat with India's Gen Z, says the CJP in its latest statement. Nearly a month after they met Union Ministers JP Nadda and Jitendra Singh and were assured that all of their demands will be met, following which they vacated Delhi's Jantar Mantar, the Cockroach Janata Party has announced that it will start a march on September 5 at India Gate. This time, they have accused the Modi government of failing to honor its 25th July's commitment. A peaceful march from India Gate to Delhi Police Headquarters will be led by the families of the deceased NEET victims and victims of police brutality. A press statement released by Cockroach Janata Party has accused the government of playing delay games, hidden behind technicalities and avoiding giving clear commitments even before the Supreme Court of India. Warning the Modi government, the CJP says that its patience cannot be mistaken for weakness and its good faith cannot become an opportunity for the government to betray them. The Cockroach Janata Party requested all young Indians, students and youth organizations to come out in large number on September 5 at Delhi's India Gate. To quote from CJP's statement, the families who lost their children will walk at the front, victims of police brutality will walk with them, and behind them will walk a generation demanding only one thing from its government: keep your word. Just to give you a recap of what all the Cockroach Janata Party's demands were, apart from the resignation of the then Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, one demand was to withdraw all the cases filed against the protesters on July 20 in several BJP-ruled states, including the national capital, where police comes under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Other demands included appropriate compensation for those families whose children died allegedly by suicide following NEET fiasco. During a joint press conference held by the two union ministers and CJP spokespersons Saurabh Das and Ashutosh Ranka on July 25, the government had announced that it is accepting all the demands of the protesters who, by then, were camping at Delhi's Jantar Mantar for more than a month.
ये आज एक रिटन मसौदा लेकर के आए थे, जिसमें उन्होंने एजिटेशन में चल रहे केसेस के बारे में 4 पॉइंट्स दिए थे और उसके साथ साथ जो बाकी 2 डिमांड्स थी, रिटेलिएटरी मेजर्स न लिए जाए, कंपनसेशन दिया जाए और इनके 5 पॉइंट चार्टर को कंसिडर किया जाए, उस पर डिटेल में चर्चा हुई।
CJP spokesperson Saurabh Das had already dropped hints on August 23 of the party's plans.
हम लोगों ने बोला था कि अगर सरकार अपना मंशा क्लियर नहीं करती अगले कुछ दिनों में, तो हम लोग हमारा जो नेशनल वर्किंग कमेटी है उसको कन्वीन करेंगे एंड उसके बाद हम लोग डिसीजन लेंगे कि हम लोग कैसे इस चीज को एस्केलेट करें एंड जो विश्वासघात सरकार प्लान कर रही है देश के युवाओं के साथ कमिटमेंट्स को फुलफिल ना करके, वो कैसे ना होने दे। कमिटमेंट्स को फुलफिल होना पड़ेगा। तो इसलिए कल हम लोग नेशनल वर्किंग कमेटी को कन्वीन कर रहे हैं.
This fresh announcement comes even as a legal battle is already underway in the Supreme Court of India. So the question would be, why has the CJP announced its plans of hitting streets again? On August 18th, the Supreme Court of India agreed to quash FIRs against students. The Chief Justice led 3-judge bench even agreed to use its exceptional powers under Article 142 of the Constitution. It was revealed in the court that the Delhi police didn't disclose any detail regarding the FIRs, to which the Chief Justice Suryakant asked, but unless we have a list of these FIRs, how will we quash them? Solicitor General Tushar Mehta had reiterated that the police would confine their investigation to 2,873 persons with serious criminal background who were identified at the protest site. He said these persons included history sheeters facing serious charges, including murder, rape, child sexual abuse, etc. It is the hearing of this day that truly sparked the fresh controversy. The CJP alleged that the government is not committing before the Supreme Court of India that it will furnish the details regarding all the FIRs registered against the protesters under the BJP ruled states.
आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजेस ने क्लियर कर दिया एंड सरकार से क्लियर करके बोला कि आप हमें एफआईआर्स जो सारे देश भर में एफआईआर्स हुए छात्रों के खिलाफ, युवाओं के खिलाफ, उसका एक लिस्ट दे दीजिए. वो लिस्ट मिलते ही हम अपना आर्टिकल 142 पावर यूज करके वो सारे एफआईआर्स को एक झटके में खत्म कर देंगे, क्वॉश कर देंगे. लेकिन सरकार की मंशा आज वो नहीं लगी. सरकार हेजिटेट कर रही थी, सरकार चुप रही, सरकार ने कोई कमिटमेंट नहीं दिया. उन्होंने बोला कि 2800 हार्डन क्रिमिनल्स है, उनके लिए तो हमें इन्वेस्टिगेट करना पड़ेगा. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये भी ऑप्शन दिया कि वो 2800 जो हार्डन क्रिमिनल है, हीनस क्राइम्स कर रहे हैं, उनका एक अलग से आप एफआईआर का हमें लिस्ट दे दीजिए. लेकिन जो युवा और छात्र है उनके खिलाफ जो एफआईआर है उसका एक लिस्ट दीजिए, वो हम एक झटके में खत्म कर देंगे. लेकिन सरकार ने कोई कमिट नहीं किया.
The widespread protests on July 20 are the origin of the controversy. From unleashing lathi charge to firing tear gas shells to even using pellet guns on students, the Delhi police has been accused of using excessive force against the peaceful protesters. On August 20, the Supreme Court of India had constituted a 5-member high-powered inquiry committee to examine the allegations, including those of police excesses against students surrounding the nationwide protests. Former Supreme Court Judge Justice R. Subhash Reddy will be heading this committee. Remember, when students planned to march up to Parliament from Jantar Mantar on July 20, Delhi's streets witnessed unprecedented scenes. As thousands of students charged toward the Parliament, a clash broke out between the CJP protesters and the Delhi police. In order to control the situation, police had resorted to use of violence. Several students were injured in that confrontation. Even though the demands of the cockroaches were accepted and CJP called off its protest in good faith, the headlines around these protesters never really died down in the last 1 month. Lok Sabha LOP Rahul Gandhi also raised the issue of police brutality against students on July 20. Dramatic scenes unfolded on August 21 when the Congress MP staged a sit-in protest outside Parliament Street Police Station in Delhi, demanding filing of an FIR over the alleged use of pellet guns at protesters.
20 जुलाई को पैलेट गन का प्रयोग हुआ. उसका सबूत क्या है? सबूत ये है, देखिए, ये है पैलेट्स, देख लीजिए इनको, अच्छी तरह देख लीजिए. ये देखिए, ये है पैलेट्स. ये कहाँ से आए? ये इनके शरीर से आए. दिखाओ, ये इनके यहाँ लगे छर्रे, 200 छर्रे इनके शरीर के अंदर है, 3 छर्रे इनकी आंख में है. और हम सिर्फ ये कह रहे हैं कि प्लीज एफआईआर दर्ज कीजिए. अंदर से हमें बताया जा रहा है कि देखिए, ऊपर से ऑर्डर आया है, एफआईआर नहीं हो सकता है. सिंपल सी बात है, जब तक एफआईआर नहीं होगा तब तक हम यहां से नहीं हिलने वाले हैं.
And what were the CJP protesters doing all the while? To bring about the transformative changes in India's education sector, members of Cockroach Janata Party, including founder Abhijit Deepke, spokesperson Saurabh Das and Ashutosh Ranka, have been visiting the government schools of their respective home states of Maharashtra, Rajasthan and Delhi. They have exposed the pathetic conditions which most of these schools are in and have drawn the attention of their state governments. While doing this, they have also been subjected to strong objections, violence and confrontations. Now, with the fresh announcement, the CJP must be hoping for a larger turnout. Given that the BRICS summit is also scheduled in the second week of September, will the government listen to the demands of the cockroaches?
है।